Seafoaming out the mouth. Back here in Fuchsia City, we're going to travel south to Route 19. I have decided to speed this footage up because it's going to take a lot longer than what we had to do to find Zapdos. That's right, we're going to find something else just as great as Zapdos. So we'll just travel along here. I've fought all these trainers off screen. In the process of doing so, Kingpin got to level 43 and learned the move Mega Horn. Mega Horn is the supreme bug type move, 120 base power, 85 accuracy. Nidoking is one of two Pokemon that can learn it. The other Pokemon that can learn it is a Pokemon called Heracross, not found in Kanto. Okay, so we're here in Seafoam Islands. The whole gimmick of this place is that you want to use strength to push boulders down the hole. Let's see, we got a nice ice heal there. I don't know if I went over what that does, but it's pretty obvious. That just cures freeze. Anyways, if you're a Nidoqueen trainer, reaching level 43 will grant you superpower, 120 base power, 100 accuracy fighting type move, but every time you use it, your attack and defense drop by a stage. So you're essentially trading good power and coverage for making yourself weaker each turn. So the reason why I sped this up was that you're gonna see me like fumbling around here a decent amount because I still get lost in this cave. No matter how many times I do it, I always seem to not know entirely what to do. Like I have an inkling, because like I said, you just push boulders around, drop them in holes. That's the main objective here, as you can see. And here we are, the main attraction of this place. That means we're almost done with the cave. Alright, we got another strange looking creature, much like the one from the power plant.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Articuno! Let's see, we got Big Jim in the lead, that's good. He's gonna be the big man on campus for this fight. Kingpin won't help much at all, because he's gonna get his shit rocked. It's good to have Peter around, because he's a good backup, at least in Gen 3, because in the original he would not be. Let's talk to it, make sure you save. Yow! This is the legendary bird Articuno! In a way, it's kind of the first one, if you know your Spanish well. Uno and dos. Articuno here is an ice flying type, not a great defensive typing, and it's an okay offensive typing. Its ice flying type gives it a quad weakness to rock, meaning if you're playing some of the newer games where there are stealth rocks as an entry hazard, because that does rock type damage, every time you send out a Pokemon, it will do 50% of health to Articuno. But since we're not doing that, Articuno's still kind of ass. It was really good in Generation 1, where it had a 125 base special stat. Fantastic. It lost that in Generation 2 in favor of 125 base special defense. Oh my god. This guy got robbed. So it became, once again, one of Game Freak's many defensive ice types. So odd that they keep making defensive ice types, even though they're not meant to be defensive, but whatever, slow and defensive wins the race. Anyways, Articuno here will have the moves Agility, as we just saw. It has Mist to protect itself from stat lowering moves, but we really don't want to do that anyways, or we don't care to do that. And it also has Ice Beam and I believe Mind Reader. Mind Reader, I believe, will allow your next move to hit always. Kind of useless when its only move is Ice Beam, and it's already 100% accurate. This is one of the reasons why I wanted Big Jim out here. Big Jim has thick fat and can just tank Articuno's Ice Beams. So, Articuno lost a lot of power between Generation 1 and Generation 2. It became more defensive. Well, what has it got over Zapdos, you may be asking? The ice typing is kind of neat. Stab on Ice Beam and Blizzard. Well, if it was Gen 1 Blizzard, it'd be even better. Other than that, not much. It does not have much going for it. Unlike Zapdos, who actually has some decent coverage in a way. It's got Drill Peck, which is pretty neat. Articuno does not get that. The only flying type move it gets is Fly and Sky Attack. And Sky Attack is kinda iffy. It's a 2-turn flying type move where you charge up for 1 turn and unleash the devastating blow. You just gotta hope that your Articuno can survive, which it probably could since it's, like I said, solid bulk. Other than that, it really isn't too crazy. Its sprite here is not the best. I love its sprite in other games, but just not here. Its cry is fantastic, though. It has a lovely, lovely cry. I love it. I'm really trying here, trying to think of some good positives. Oh, for coverage, it gets TM Water Pulse in this game, or at least in this generation and onward. That's kind of cool. That's and it gets Stealing. And yeah, that's about it. Big Jim's also helpful here because of his ability to use Yawn. So I can put this thing to sleep instead of paralyzing it, but it seems like paralyzing it was the way to go because this motherfucker won't stay in the ball. You can really feel the effects of that very pitiful catch rate, and I'm not even using a Pokeball or anything. The only way I can fail this is that if I run out of balls. And I'm kind of getting close on running, well, at least low on Ultra Balls. But there's nothing that this Articuno can do. It can't really hit worth of beans thanks to Big Jim's special bulk and thick fat ability. The only way that I could also lose Articuno if I somehow mistakenly select the wrong move or it kills itself using Struggle when all of its PP is expelled. Struggle is basically like it's basically a typeless move where you do damage to a little bit of damage to the opponent and a lot of bit of damage to yourself. It's got some interesting quirks about it. I think I'll go over that in another episode when I guess I'd have more time. The only reason why I don't have much time is because of how this has been structured. Maybe when I get my microphone fixed. Just stay in the ball, for the love of God. You're such a fat bitch. Oh man. This thing's so annoying to deal with. I've been putting this thing to sleep. I've been checking. I'm almost out of Ultra Balls. I got 10 left. One of these has got to work. I mean, I guess I could use Great Balls because, you know, it matches the colors a little better. Excuse me. But, like, there's nothing that this Articuno can do that's threatening. I mean, yeah, I've taken a good chunk of HP, but that's been, like, over time. It's been using Ice Beam. Really not that scary. Booyah, bitch! That's right. Stay in the fucking ball. Goddamn, I'm gonna have to do, like, a money grind or something off screen just so I can get some of my cash back. But I'll probably spend it on more balls. Ah, yes, this is a lovely Articuno. I'll read the Pokedex entries for these two in the next episode. But yeah, anyways, let's speed this back up. Yeah, so once I get my audio all straightened out, I'll talk about some of the stuff I missed in previous episodes, because then won't be narrating or doing post commentary. This is like not a fun time. I mean, this wouldn't be so bad if you know, if this was planned, but since this was not planned, it's not fun. All right, so we're gonna get a couple more things to do in this cave. I think it's just mainly items. So if you wanted to, after catching Articuno, you can just leave. I didn't want to because I wanted to check out what else I was missing. I made a cut there where I went near the entrance to the cave, because then I had to find the last boulder that I needed, which was this one. So we just push this one all the way down, and voila, there should be no more rapids, pretty much, except near the waterfall, but that really doesn't matter. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Seafoam Islands. There's a couple more things I could do. There are some hidden items around here. I think there's an extra water stone and a nugget as a hidden item, but I could buy water stones and it's a nugget. So let's fly back to Pewter City, because there's one thing I forgot that we can do here. Go to the... make sure you have cut. Go to the museum. Talk to this goober right here. He'll give us the old amber. Now, he mentioned about how he wished somebody could revive this thing. Well, we knew about one guy who has the ability to do that. Yeah, that's right, this guy in Cinnabar Island. Talk to him, and of course do the whole rigmarole. And look at that, we got Aerodactyl. Now, I've decided to nickname this thing Bertram because, well, it's named after a very important piece, I guess, of childhood of mine, or at least with friends. I spent the night at this one of my buddy's house. We basically played a Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke, and the Aerodactyl was our starter. And we named it Bertram because, you know, it was kind of funny and unexpected. So Bertram here would carry us through thick and thin through the many problems. Even though we didn't get very far, it actually did very, very well. And I always dedicate an Aerodactyl to Bertram, even if it's a woman. If you plan on using Aerodactyl, like the other fossils that starts at level 5, but get the ability Rockhead. Trust me, you will not regret getting Rockhead. Pressure's fine, but for the sake of it, just get Rockhead. Because you're not stalling for long with the pressure. Yeah. I should mention, Gen 1 Aerodactyl, it sucks. Sucks wiener. Does not get a rock type move, does not get earthquake, only learns normal type moves and like one or two, well, a couple flying type moves, and fire blast. Gen 1 Aerodactyl sucks balls. It's got great speed to make use of the crit rate, but other than that, Gen 1 Aerodactyl do not use. Anyways, hopefully this turns out alright. Next time on Pokemon FireRed, this shit should be fixed, and we will move on to our next thing.